Okay, so how to put your swimming pool cartridge filter back together again. I have another video of how to properly connect the vacuum line. Have a look just here for a link for how to do that. But for now, we're going to show you how to put the cartridge filter right there back into the housing. There's your pumps, and we can show you later how to do lid cleaning, how to get those off and clean them. But cartridge filters have different ways of holding the lid on. They're all tall cylinder like you see there, but different ways of holding the lid on. And this one has a screw fitting, but often there'll be band clamps, like big clamps that come around and bolt on, or with screws. And there's clips. There's all types of different fittings. So here we're sitting the cartridge back in, and what's really important, these guys need to sit down into the right place, because you actually need waterproof seals. The water comes around the outside of the cartridge and then flows through the paper elements, and then it comes in to the inside of the cartridge. So you see that it'll sit down and even slide down into place and then become quite firm. Now this part here is really important. Sometimes this will be part of the lid, but here it goes on, and you see it's going to block the water off. So instead of the water just bypassing the paper and going down the top, with that in place, it has to go through the paper element. And then the lid goes on in place. Different lids, normally there's not a particular position it has to point or anything like that, but you do have to check your O-ring, make sure there's no dirt or stones or anything like that on it. Make sure the O-ring's clean, sit the lid properly down in position. Then in the case of this one, we spin, it's just a big thread that this big lock nut spins down onto, and hold it down into place. And you'll find I've also undone, there's an air relief valve up on the top, and I undid that as well. Do you see not compressing any air in there and making it even harder to put on? And then when I restart the water flow through the filter again, I will actually have that air relief valve open, so that it'll get the air, dispel the air out of the cartridge filter much quicker. If you leave the air in there and you get air trapped in the top, then the water will actually be only going through the bottom half of the cartridge filter, and therefore only getting half your filtration. There's the air relief valve up the top there. Now this, over here at the back, there's actually a little lock nut to stop this lid from vibrating off. If I can get the camera down low enough. There it is. You have to push that down when you're tightening and untightening the lid. So you just make sure you check to see if you've got some sort of lock nut or lock pin or locking device, so you don't end up smashing that off in the getting off or getting on. If you find the lid really tight, that's a good thing to check.